welcome. I'm marygrave, and today we're decorating a shell for a shell challenge by the Cracked Kyber. And this challenge is like very unique and very fun because it has slightly different rules than the other shell challenges. So the first rule is like the usual rule, don't change the walls. The second rule was that you're only allowed to use 3 packs plus base game to decorate the shell. And the third rule is where the fun comes in. Because there were 3 objects, maybe you saw them at the beginning, and you're supposed to hide this object somewhere in the build. Like there was the portrait of the said clown, a gnome, and the baby Yoda figure. And the most fun part about this is that you will do this build on Twitch, and we will try to find the objects together on live stream. Um, If you don't follow her, I will link her Instagram down below uh, and her YouTube. I don't remember when the live stream's gonna be. Maybe she didn't tell it yet. So if you want to watch it, then you will have to follow her on Instagram and have a look for yourself. So obviously, because of the hiding part, I edited some parts out of this video, um, which, you know, is kind of unlucky because maybe it makes it too obvious where it's hidden. I should have hide the things in the end of the video, or in the end of the building process. It would be, you know, a better strategy, but I was so impatient to hide these things and to find a good spot for it. So, you know, it is like it is. Okay, so let's talk about this build now. I built for the first time in my life in granite falls because I wanted to have this forest and the trees surrounding the build. I had like some kind of a witchy hut in my mind. And in the beginning, I had this house on a different lot, which was, it was greener, but it was such a pain to build on this lot because there were too many trees and the camera just jumped up and down. And I moved it to a different lot. That's why the roofing came together so quickly. Um, but it's a bit sad because you can see the other buildings of Granite Falls from this lot. For the pictures of this build, I tried to you know, take angles where you can't see the surrounding lots, so it looks, like a little bit lonely in a little lonely house in the forest. And for the style of the house and for the landscaping, I got inspired pretty much by Craig Kyber and her house for, I think it was the flower collab. Um, thought it was so beautiful, and she used the wall paneling from Get Together in a swatch that I never used before, and I wanted to try it out. As I said in my last video, I'm currently like searching for my own personal style in building, and sometimes imitating someone's work helps to find helps me to find out what I like and what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy. Because, when you're doing your stuff, you're doing like, it's easy to not get out of your own comfort zone. And this was a way for me to do something a bit different. I'm also playing a lot with the terrain tool and to practice this to make the lots seem or look a bit more interesting than, just a flat ground. So there is obviously a pond and a little hill for the house to stand on to make it look a bit more dramatic. Um, As you see, I already decided for one pack. It was the Get Together pack, which, you know, it was one of the first packs I bought, and it's still one of my favorite packs to build with. It has very cute items, but I really struggled with the choice for the next two packs. And the funny thing is that Craig Kyber decorated her shell herself. You can watch it on YouTube. And she chose the packs Get Together, Vampires, and Snowy Escape. But initially, instead of the Snowy Escape, she wanted to use the Cottage Living pack, and that's exactly the packs that I decided for, um, which is funny, I think. Obviously the packs go together very, very well. And because I wanted to put some green stuff on the roof, I was also thinking about using Snowy Escape, uh, but decided against it. And obviously I had to use the Get Together pack because I wanted to try the paneling which Greg Kyber used in her build. And for the Vampires pack, I decided because I just really like the furniture in it, and I think there are some great objects too for kind of a storytelling aspects in my build that I really like. And now you see that I wanted also to use the Strangerville pack really, really much because I like this window here, which you can see on the backside of the house, but I don't like the furniture objects of the Stranger Things, Strangerville, sorry, Strangerville pack. So, it was really difficult for me to decide. So, if I do I use this pack just to use two windows for it, or you know, will I leave it? And in the end, I decided for cottage living. But if it wasn't a limited pack challenge, I would have used the Stranger Ville's stuff. I tried really hard to use as much Strangerville here as possible, so it was worth it. But in the end, I decided against it because there were more important stuff. I wanted also to decorate the inside nicely, and you know, so it had to go. One of my favorite packs had to go. Uh, and we're already doing the inside? No, I don't think so. I, I cut out the process of the landscaping because it was very, it was the same things all the time. I will just show a bit of the landscaping, not all of it. The house itself, it has three bedrooms, like one main bedroom, one teenage bedroom, and one room for an infant or something. And I thought that it would be funny, kind of, that every family member has like their own secret, because because the rule of the shell challenge was to hide three objects. So I tried to hide like also some different secrets in this house. If you're interested in the secrets, you can download the shell. It's on the gallery and have a look for yourself. I don't want to say too much, um, and keep it real to the challenge rules. If you hear some background noises, I'm sorry for that. That's my dog who is just really in the puberty phase, and sometimes she tries to get attention, and with her 30 kilograms, she can be pretty loud while trying to do so. So sorry if you hear some loud noises in the background. It's my dog. um, I So I built this. I decorated the shell actually some while ago, but I had to upload some other houses first. That's why it comes. Like I think I built this house like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I edited also like immediately, but I tried to make the voiceovers only just shortly before the releasing, so I can talk about some stuff that happens actually now. And I couldn't remember that the landscaping part and the decorating of the outside takes so long. And I'm actually quite lost what to say. Now you could see that I decided against the stranger uh, will items, and I'm trying to make the back of the house look like cool or good. But so I decided to use the windows from the vampire pack, which I actually also never used before. So but I think they give the back of the house a bit of structure and make it a bit more interesting. And as I said, I cut out the landscaping, most part of it. It's pretty much overgrown. You will can later see it in the pictures. And now we're decorating the inside already, and uh, it looks maybe a bit weird, but the kitchen is like really small, and there's some rooms that are so much bigger than the others, and it has such weird proportions. But I thought that this felt like the most logical to me to make the floor plan like that. I used a cottage living kitchen. It was one of the reasons why I wanted to use the cottage living pack, because it has these cute items, which it really fits well with the other packs I decided to use. And the other reason for the pack was the wallpaper, I have to admit. And yeah, it was pretty difficult for me to use only the three packs. Like, I am so enabled when people are able to create this amazing houses with just a base game. I think it's really fascinating. And they're making so much details with this, and I'm just so struggling. Um, by the way, the gnome you see on the shelf, it's not the gnome that's is supposed to be hidden. I just thought it would be funny to hide even more gnomes around the house, and to distract uh, Craig Kyber while searching for the objects. And sadly, I didn't count how many gnomes I hid on the lot. They're everywhere. But if you download the house and you want to count it, you can let me know in the comments down below how many you counted. I just thought it would be a funny, mean little thing to do. Sometimes you can see me pull out things that are from different packs. That's because when I'm building, I'm making always some little breaks, and then I forget about, things like this. It's happened actually quite a few times while I was decorating the shell that I forgot that I'm only allowed to use three packs in this build, and I pulled out different stuff. But I deleted them. When you go on the gallery, you can see that I only use the three packs, as I said, and uh, I just sometimes have like a little goldfish brain, uh, and I need the breaks. I just can't like I can't sit like for more than 1 or 2 hours without a break and build, because I see that I don't know how is it with you when you build, because for me it is like I'm getting impatient without breaks, it's and I start to do things that after the break I will start deleting, and it just doesn't make sense. So I just have to remind myself to take some little breaks from building, and start freshly again. And the most typical mistake I do while I'm building for too long at the same time is that I forget like some essential things in the room, like for example, putting on a wallpaper, or like in the kitchen, forget to put a sink in it or a trash can or something. And that's why in my builds I have always to jump back and forth between the rooms because, well, like here, for example, I forgot to put the wallpaper on. And while I'm decorating one room, then I remember, like, you forgot about this thing, and I have to go back. And in the end of the building process, I'm always scrolling through the lot and try to find uh, like the last mistakes, and just to finish up the build. And here I'm decorating the room for the infant. In the beginning, I was thinking that maybe here lives a vampire family or something, but in the end, while I was decorating the last room in the tower of this build, I decided that here is living uh, a family of vampire hunters, but they try to find out things about vampires, and I just thought that it's so fitting to use some vampire items in the infant room because why not, right? It's I thought it fitted the vibe of the rest of the decoration better, and I tried to make it cozy. It's a really small space, and you know, the items were limited, and the objects for children are often so big, and you can't just fit a lot into it. But I think like the room is only a 3 by 3, and I think that a 3 by 3 bedroom for an infant is too small, but for kids and teenagers it's okay. And I just jumped into the bedroom. I did cut out the bedrooms because the bathrooms, I mean, sorry, the bathrooms, because the video itself is so long and nothing special happens here. Oh, we are already by the upstairs. And the house has also like one big bedroom and a toilet. And here we are in the upstairs, in a little sitting nook, and I just so love this vampire uh, armchairs. I think they're so beautiful. And there was a series, it was called Beyond the Belief, Fact or Fiction, I believe in English. And there was this one episode with it, I think it was called the armchair of Napoleon or something like that. And they remind me of this story, and I thought it was so creepy. Uh, I loved watching this as a child, but I always also got so creeped out while watching this. And I, I'm sure you can stream the serial. In the end of the story, the chair was like cursed, and through some incidents, it got sold uh, from an American antiquary shop to a normal person for whatever reason, and everyone who sit in the chair died a week after sitting in there. I don't know. If this was fact or fiction, I guess it was fiction. From the sound of it, like why should the chair end up in the USA? But It's one of the stories that I still remember. Um, I cut out the teenager bedroom for some reasons, if you understand, and I'm decorating the master bedroom. And I started building this, decorating this build on a Friday night, and came back to decorate the upstairs on Saturday. And obviously, I forgot that I'm only allowed to use 3 packs. And I later deleted the clutter items from the other packs and replaced them with other stuff which I was allowed to use. This was so I knew this would happen, but I still forgot about that, and it's so annoying. But because the layout stayed the same, I let these things inside. But as I said, I have the brain of a little goldfish. But anyway, we're coming to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Also, if you want to see more pictures of this build, I will link down my Instagram down below. And I also have a Pinterest board, which I have to admit I don't update it regularly, but sometimes I do. So if you are in search for inspiration, you can find some cool stuff I found there. Um, And I will also link down below Greg Kyber's Instagram account and YouTube channel so you can have a look at her stuff and also stay up to date when she will tour the builds on Twitch and you know go with us on the search for the items. I'm still not sure if I will post a new video next week. We will have to see. I didn't plan that well for May, but there is a collab build coming. I made a video for it, but this will have to wait till the collab is out. And I'm also decorating another shell for another challenge by Hutch Place this next time, and I will try to make a video for it, but I have some real big troubles finding a theme for that. So we will have to see if I will keep recording this or not. And so that's like the update for the next weeks. You will have to, look for yourself if I will post something here on YouTube. I will surely post something on Instagram. So, but no new builds for Newcrest save file, I believe. We will have to see. So anyway, I wish you all a nice week and we will see us next time. So bye bye.